What's up, guys? It's Mitch with SC Weather. I hope you had an awesome weekend. It has been chilly, has not been very hot at all. Another spring-like last several days, and it definitely looks like we're gonna have a couple spring-like days ahead of us before it looks to get really hot potentially. So first off, I want to start this off by saying, wow, what a week weather-wise. The early part of the week, Tuesday, was just an incredible experience for me personally, and I appreciate all the support on Twitter, Facebook, and just sharing my stuff. And for me personally, it was definitely something that I'll never forget, just because the fact that I came home, was home an hour, and then it was just a spontaneous 10-minute decision to just go chase. Wife was totally cool with it. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the wonderful mothers out there and the women out there. And but anyway, she was just totally down for it, and she's such a supportive person, and awesome wife, awesome mother, and she was just totally cool with it. So me and my cousin, who I consider my brother, we just decided to do it. We drove north on 77 and just happened to run into the best storm in the state, probably the best storm in the southeast at the time. So we were in perfect position. I felt like the trip was meant to be almost, and ended up getting some shots that will be very hard to rival in the future. So I appreciate everybody who watched my video, who just shared my stuff and helped me to grow. And I just appreciate sharing information with you guys. And so let's get past all that and let's talk weather for the future. So we have had, it doesn't look like we've broken any records statewide actually, which I kind of thought we would. But I know at my house this morning, which this morning was the coldest morning in this cool stretch, we made it down to about 41 degrees. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get any lower, have any nights in the upcoming next 3 nights that are gonna get any lower than last night. Now, not tomorrow morning, but the next morning, Tuesday morning, it's probably going to be much cooler than tomorrow morning. So expect a chilly morning for sure Tuesday morning. Or probably some areas might even clip the upper 30s again. But for now, National Weather Service, most people are hitting for the mid 40s here in central South Carolina. Probably a little cooler obviously in the northern part of the state, and a little warmer in the southern part of the state. So that's that. But one big thing I want to go into with this video is, you know, we're getting pretty deep into May, and there's just been, had one 90-degree day. I've had one 90-degree day here in central South Carolina, the Lexington area. I don't even think K has hit 90 yet. K as in the National Weather Service here in Columbia. Florence has hit 90, and that's about it. So, but that's about to end. 90 degrees is coming statewide here soon, and that's what we're going to talk about here. So let's just get right into it, and I'm going to show you the Euro model first. The Euro model, this is for late week, so tomorrow it looks like we're going to have a lot of 70s for highs all the way to about Thursday, and then Thursday will be our first big statewide 80-degree plus day. And here's the Euro. This is for max temperatures. This is predicted highs for Thursday. A good stretch of low to mid 80s through the middle of the state. Friday, even hotter, getting, you know, the whole state into the 80s basically on Friday. Obviously, central South Carolina, as usual, into the PD down to Augusta is always the heart of the heat here in the state, because obviously you got cooler air to the north because it's just north in the upstate, and you got the coast, and you got the influence from the sea breeze and just cooler temperatures off the cooler water, which is always the case. But just check it out. This is Saturday for the Euro model. Temperatures may be our first 90-degree day for a lot of people who haven't hit 90 degrees. And this is some hot air entering this weekend. It's going to be a total role reversal for this weekend coming up. So that is one thing that I almost can guarantee at this point, is it's going to be a very, very warm to borderline hot weekend next weekend. Sunday potentially just as warm, upper 80s to near 90 degrees. I think this will end up trending and maybe a degree or two warmer, but we'll see. And this is getting into, the 8-day range, so it's going to be a little iffy. But again, just similar 3-day stretch, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, hot. But then early next week, guys, into mid next week, we could really get into a heat wave. And it might start to get really, really warm when we get entrenched into a big part of the state, getting into the 90s. And so that's about as far as the Euro is going to go out. As far as max temps, let's jump right into the GFS. We'll roll through this quick, guys. This Thursday, 80s for a lot of the state. Saturday, even more 80s, but much warmer, getting a lot higher into the 80s. Saturday, even warmer. It gets even warmer, shows up warmer and warmer on the GFS as we get into next weekend. And then Sunday, man, that's real warm right off the coast. But man, Sunday looks very, very warm. So a week out from the day, looks on a planet now. Next weekend is going to be a great first solid swim in your pool kind of weekend. It's not going to take much for these small bodies of water like pools, ponds, even Lake Murray. It's not going to take much for them to warm right up. It never does. And, so it's going to warm up quick. But check this out, just like the Euro. And this is what's making me think this might actually happen. Monday of next week, look at that. 97 degrees predicted. This is going to change. But predicted for the GFS, 97 degrees for Columbia, and just widespread 90s throughout the state. And so a little bit cooler next Wednesday, but this is going to change, guys. But so that's a big story. Is I think we're about to enter a period where in a few days where it's about to get hot, and it's going to go from spring to summer just like that, and you can say bye to spring. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to have a couple cooler fronts that come through and knock us down to the low 80s and knock down the humidity, but I think I can say after Thursday morning, we are done with the 40s. You ain't going to see no more 40s until maybe late October into November. I can almost bet that. So it's done. And then after that, we'll get to the point where we don't see any 50s anymore. Then no 60s. So for lows. So this is another quick thing I want to show you. This is per the GFS. This is kind of what sucks. As far as rain, no rain expected from today all the way through next Sunday. I mean, if it is, it'll be spotty. So no more storms, no severe storms this week. So it's going to be very inactive when it comes to storms. So, just nothing. And Euro's got a little stripe of a trace maybe, but who knows if that happens. But so really almost no rain expected this week. So you can go on and bank on that. If it does happen, it'll be a passing shower. And we don't even know what day that would be, honestly. We'll know it when we get closer. So this is another quick thing I want to show you. Dew points. Dew points is basically how it feels outside as far as humidity, how crisp is the air, how humid is the air. And this is Thursday. Even though it's getting warmer Thursday, dew points, they're tolerable in the 50s, but it starts to warm up a little bit. And we're going to flip through this real quick. And the good thing is it doesn't look like the humidity is there yet. It looks like the temperatures are about to climb, but the humidity isn't quite there yet as far as that oppressive humid air that is just disgusting, carve a knife through it. So this is for next Monday. This is temp anomalies. We talked about this before. This is temps compared to average. Now, around May 18th or so, average high temps are probably in the mid 80s. So 13 degrees above average for highs when you're, average high temperatures in the mid 80s already. I mean, that you're deep into the 90s at that point, right? So mid to upper 90s. So we'll have to watch that. I'm just going to show Columbia for the forecast. Here it goes. Past 10 days. About it goes way past 10 days. So this is the GFS, but it just shows you the roller coaster. You start going up and up and up to the point where you're in the 90s next Monday. And then it looks like it may cool down. We'll have to see that. And I think next week, not this coming week, next week, we start to get the chances of them pop-up storms. Not storms associated with fronts and warm fronts and all that rigmarole. You start to get chances for storms associated just with the heating of the day, just them bubble up convection and just them storms that kind of explode out of nowhere where it's raining on the other side of the street and it's not raining at your house. Those kind of storms. And that's just what comes with the getting deep into summer. So we'll watch that, guys. And not much to talk about as far as severe storms, but it's about to heat up, and a lot of people are happy about that. But once it's deep into the 90s for 3 or 4 months straight, I think people will be tired of it. But it's about to be summer just like that. So y'all going to get ready for that. I appreciate y'all watching. If y'all made it to the end of the video, I know it was kind of long. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And just as always, thank y'all for all the support. God bless y'all, and happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful women out there. Thank y'all.